Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving headfirst into the high-pressure, highly organized world of the bread throw and dresser position over at Tacker's Shake Shack. You know, if you've ever wondered how a busy kitchen manages to pump out flawless, customized orders without descending into total chaos during a lunch rush, well, you're in exactly the right place. We're going to break down the actual science and strategy behind literally one of the most crucial stations on the entire Grow line.
Right off the bat, let's look at the ultimate philosophy that guides every single shift at Tacker's. The manual specifically says, while we cook hamburgers, we sell great experiences. So you aren't just slapping food together, right? You're actively creating an experience for that customer. Every perfectly toasted bun, every precise slice of cheese, and every dollop of signature sauce, it all adds up. It's the difference between a guest walking out thrilled or just kind of disappointed.
So think of this explainer like your very first training shift. Here's our game plan. 1. The simple brand code. 2. Shift setup and prep. 3. Sauté and bread management. 4. Mastering the build standards. And finally, 5. A safe and clean closing.
Okay, starting with Section 1, the simple brand code.
Before you even touch a spatula, the simple brand code dictates that your outermost clothing represents Tacker's. You've got to wear that branded t-shirt or zipped hoodie with pride. Now, you can wear jeans, khakis, or even knee-length shorts, which is a lifesaver because, trust me, that kitchen gets super hot. But absolutely crucial here, you need closed-toe, non-slip shoes so you aren't sliding around, and proper hair restraints like a hat or a hairnet. Impeccable hygiene is non-negotiable.
Moving right along to Section 2, shift setup and prep.
Look at this. This right here is your command center, the dressing station and condiment cooler. You have to meticulously stock this entire area before the rush actually hits. Because think about it, when you've got 10 tickets printing out nonstop, you literally do not have time to go hunting in the back for pickles. Everything must be exactly within arm's reach.
And the prep mechanics? They are unbelievably precise. For example, you can't just hack away at an onion with a knife. Nope. They have to be sliced specifically on slicer setting 3. Tomatoes, they require the clean, uniform snap of the mandolin. It might sound a bit intense, but it's this exact level of detail that guarantees every single customer gets the same quality every time they visit. Once your veggies are good to go, you execute a massive stocking blitz. As the dresser, you are essentially the gatekeeper of flavor. You have to make sure every single cheese option is panned up, from your standard American and cheddar all the way to pepper jack and cream cheese. Then you've got to fill all those signature sauce bottles. We're talking mayo, mustard, their famous Waverly sauce, BBQ, A1, and ranch. All of it filled, rotated, and completely ready to go.
Seriously? Just look at how organized this needs to be. Everything from crisp lettuce to diced tomatoes is perfectly portioned and waiting. Setting up like this, it means you're totally ready for battle when that 12 o'clock lunch rush hits.
All right, Section 3, Sauté and bread management. Over on the hot top, mastering the sauté flavor profiles is a real game changer. You aren't just tossing plain veggies in a pan. Actually, you're caramelizing red onions with sweet brown sugar, which perfectly balances out the savory meats. And those mushrooms, you're hitting them with a robust garlic pepper mix to really draw out that earthy flavor. Knowing exactly how to treat each ingredient is what makes a Tacker's burger so iconic. Now, pivoting over to the bread rock. To keep the line moving fast and cost low, you absolutely have to master FIFO. That stands for first in, first out. Basically, when you're restocking the bread rack, you rotate the trays so the oldest bread is always sitting right at the front to be toasted first. It guarantees maximum freshness for the guest, and honestly, stops the restaurant from throwing away perfectly good product. Check out this strict bread rack map. It is not just a free-for-all shelf, okay? You've got white rolls up top, the 4.5-inch wheat buns taking up the middle, Texas toast just below that, and baby buns tucked safely on the bottom. When you need a 4.5-inch bun, your muscle memory should guide your hand to the exact right shelf without even looking.
Section 4, master the build standards.
So the tickets are printing like crazy. There are strict build rules you've got to memorize here. Standard burgers and deli meats always get the 4.5-inch bun. But what if a ticket calls for a club? Well, that instantly demands 3 slices of white toast. A Philly cheesesteak or a sweet phoenix, those have to go on hoagie rolls. You are the architect here, and you've got to get the foundation right.
Let's look at the anatomy of these signature builds, like the John Wayne, the Mushroom Swiss, or the Burning Love. You have to layer these ingredients in a very specific sequence.
For instance, on the Burning Love, you're stacking that meat with pepper jack cheese, crispy bacon, grilled jalapenos, and a quick hit of ranch. If you stack them out of order, the whole sandwich just slides apart and the experience is totally ruined.
And finally, Section 5, safe and clean closing. The rush might be over, but your shift isn't. Closing is a rigorous routine focused heavily on safety and sanitation. First up, you must securely put lids on all those condiments, cheeses, and pre-cooked items so they stay fresh for tomorrow. Then you meticulously wipe down the whole topping table and mop that grill line to get rid of any grease. A clean kitchen is a safe kitchen, for sure.
But listen to me, above all else, the final, absolute most critical safety check of the entire night is verifying that the gas burners and the hot top are completely shut off. This isn't just a casual suggestion. Leaving the gas on is a massive liability. It literally puts the team, the restaurant, and the whole building at risk. So you check it once, and then you double check it.
Well, there you have it. We've walked through the intense setup, the crazy precise slicing, memorizing the bread map, and the high-speed execution you need just to survive the rush. It takes a really unique blend of organization and pure hustle. After seeing what it actually takes to run the bread throw and dresser station at Tackers, the only question left is, do you have the speed, precision, and attitude to conquer this line? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.